Hey everybody, I want to start off with the share button, a brand new feature that we've added. And the share button is located on your home screen on every one of your active inbound agents. So you'll see here I have only active inbound agents. You can have an inactive inbound agent if you create it on the first attempt. So when you onboard, and what does it mean to activate? Activate means that you have put it onto a channel. A channel could be the phone number or it could be the website. It could be one or the other or both. Okay. Now, when you come here, just click on the share button and you're going to see that it pops up this modal and it's saying try my new AI receptionist, and here's the phone number that matches the phone number that the agent is put on. And this is a very easy way now for you to create these agents and then share them with your prospects or your contacts. You can do this through copying it. You can do that through an email. You can send a text message, or you can use any one of the default sharing methodologies that you have on your operating system. So here I'm on an app operating system, so I have my favorites and I have some other options that I have pre-configured. All of these are conveniently available for you. Now, what happens if I have it on a phone and a web? Am I sharing the phone number or am I sharing the web? Well, here's the box. Now you can see the modal's opened up and you've got the phone number, and you can toggle between sharing the website. So you see when I share the website, it changes to the website that I put in that is shared on, and then it shows the phone number. Now we'll use the first website that you've put into the web widget. So if you have more than one, it'll only show the first one. And this becomes very easy to set. Now let me show you an example of what this. Actually, I'm going to show you that I can first change this. Try your new AI receptionist on this website, right? And you send that out. Now, if I click on the email, it's going to open up my default email tool and take a look at that. You can see that that message got put right in here. Exactly what I typed in got put into that email sent out. Now I just have to click on the name of the contact and send the email out. It's that easy. The reason why you want to use this is to rapidly share it with your prospects. Create demos for them and then share it with them right away. Or if you want to share your own personal inbound agent and inbound number that you've got, now you can do that really easily through email, text, copying, or your default extensions on your operating system. So now I'm going to show you brand new features that we've added inside of your inbound agent. So the way I got here is I clicked on the home screen, and from the home screen I clicked on Carmen, and I then clicked on actions. So when I click on actions, you'll see that now this is growing. We're adding more and more actions, more and more capabilities to your inbound agent, specifically the receptionist role. And you'll see here that in the last release we updated the smart actions. It's a quick recap. The smart actions allows you to add tags or to execute triggers after the call is finished, associated with your Go High Level CRM. So it pulls in all of your tags from Go High Level, and then you can automatically add those tags to the contact after it has finished a call or conversation with that particular contact. So that happens seamlessly for you. And similarly, you can also execute any trigger that you have in Go High Level after the call is finished, right? So I can execute this workflow called training request, or I could add another one and execute that. I think this is one of those features that are kind of these hidden gems that people, as they discover, they're going to start realizing the power of what they can do. I would love to hear what kind of use cases that you're coming up and how you're utilizing this, because those of you who understand the power of the automations and Go High Level understand that this is something that's super easy now to use and convenient at the same time, so that your source of data, which is Go High Level, is now maintained and updated. So this is a really exciting action. But in this release, we actually updated, first of all, we updated the notify the representative action. So let me show you that quickly. So those of you remember that this is where you can get an email sent to you after every call is completed, And this email can be sent to before you had up to 10 different emails that you could add, and it was one at a time. Now you can add 10 emails in one box, and it's all calls by default. So I can put in my email, and then I could add another email at email.com, and you'll see that has left. So up to 10 I can send. Now, what does it mean, notification triggers? Well, if I click on this, it's a drop down. It gives me the option to have this email sent on all calls are complete, or I can say, you know what, I only want emails to be sent to me when there are meetings booked. I can now do that, or I can say only when calls are transferred. I'll just keep a meeting books to show you what that looks like. But what if I want to say I want to send emails? Let me create a new notification. I want to send emails based on sentiment, and let's say it's every negative sentiment email, I want to be notified about it. And I'm going to put myself in here again. Boom, now I can be sent that. The other condition that was there, I'm going to create another notification, which was call outcomes. Call outcomes are brand new. It's a feature that we just added. There's a lot of things to learn here. This list is going to get smarter and more context sensitive. But for example, if there was, and after, let's see, what's the one that you might make sense to you? Let's say there was an IVR system, or there was no message left. That's one that makes a lot of sense to people. I want to know which calls I made where it got an IVR or I got a voicemail, but I didn't leave a message. Again, I can add myself to that. So now I've got 3 different use cases. I can also name them. So I can say this is for meeting booked. All right. Why do I want to do that? Because, well, I can collapse it. And I can save that. See, that makes it much more easy and readable. I can say this one is for negative sentiment. And again, I can close that off. Boom. Now this one is for no voicemail left. But what happens when I have a condition that doesn't meet one of these triggers that we've had in there? I want to do something that is more bespoke to my business. I can click on new notification and then click on this blue link here called use. Go back to it again. Use custom conditions. And now I can put in my condition upon which I want to get a trigger. So if a customer says refund on the call, that's when I want to be sent this. All right. I can say send that to me again. Of course, I could choose different people. I'm just choosing me to make it easy, but I could have a completely different person at email.com. Right? So there you go. You can see how that works. I can delete myself just to make the point that this can be not me all the time. And I can call this customer asked for refunds. So I think this is going to be, again, one of those really powerful features that you can start using. And, if you had all calls working before and it was a challenge because you're getting so many emails because of every call coming in, now you can really fine tune which emails, when you want to be notified about certain calls and what type of calls they are based on, different types of outcomes or custom trigger. Okay, and then I just click on apply these changes, and now that's set up, and I will get all those emails based on that. Now the other new action that we're introducing, so if this was updated from the previous, this was from the last release, the new one is send reports. Now send reports in the first iteration, we're going to have another iteration of this very shortly, has enabled what we call our daily reports. Now this is sent every day at 9 p.m. and it'll get emailed out to you. And again, you just put in up to 10 different email addresses, and it's going to send you a daily summary of what this agent did. So how many calls it received, how many meetings were booked, how many calls were transferred if the agent has those functions, capabilities open, how many users hung up, whether the call was completed, whether there were voicemails dropped. You get a daily report, and this is something really, really powerful. I recommend to start off with, you first send it to yourself, get a few days of sample data so you can see what the reports look like, and then have a conversation with your client or your customer who's going to receive this, and then walk them through what they can expect every day to make it very easy for them to understand, and appreciate how they'll be able to see it impacting their business on a daily basis. Okay, we will be adding a weekly and monthly report as well. That's coming up in our next release. All right, cool. So that, my friends, are the new features that we've added to the inbound agent and updated in the action section specifically. Cool. Now, the next quality of life feature I'm going to show you is one that I think enhances your ability to truly master sending information and examining the information after the calls have been completed. And we do that in our call history. So in the call history, we've done a whole bunch of upgrades over the last several releases. And I think this is a good time to just kind of recap a lot of what we've been doing. So you'll notice first and foremost that in the filter you can go between your inbound and your outbound agents. You can decide if it's an inbound agent. You can pick it by name. You can pick the different channels. If I want to just see phone calls or just the test calls I've been making, I can filter that out. So it'll just show me those. I can select it based on statuses. Right, this is pretty cool. So if I want to just see everything that was a meeting booked, I can now parse through that and see only the ones that are being booked. I can even decide that I want to have it on a certain time range. If I want to just get the ones that are positive, what if I want to get one that's neutral? There you go, I've got a neutral one. Right, so I can truly start digging down into this. Now, if I want to export this data, this is what I wanted to show you, is we added the export button in a past release. You can either export all of them, or you can export the current view. So my current view has 50 contacts that it shows, or 50 entries, pardon me, and I click on that, and you'll see that it's preparing the exit. It started. Now I can go and do my other stuff, and it will let me know. Now we added a new column, which I showed to you in the inbound agent with the outcomes. So now you have a new call outcome column that you can utilize to see more details. I can always decide what I want to show and not show. So if I do want to see what is the cost of each one, I can do that as well. You'll see that that's been now added here on the right hand side. I can go and say, you know what, I want to see the call type. I want to see the channel, right? In this case, we know it's phone calls. If I want to see the contact source, where did the contact that I called, where did I originate that contact from? Was it something that I added manually? Was it something that came from CRM? Was this, so again, if that data is available, we will have it there. Of course, you know all about our detailed view of any call, where you can see the summary, the recording, all the transcript, the call details. Pretty much cool. And now you'll see here that the call history did complete. It's here in this overlay. I can click on download file, and now it's downloaded that file into a CSV file, which I can now open for you. And you can see that whatever columns I had present, it comes into this export. So if I add more columns, remove more columns, those will be what shows up in here. All right. So really helpful if you need to send data or you want to examine data to come and use this information. Now, if I take away columns, I can do that too. Right here, call outcome, or I can take away the call duration, or I can take away the call cost. Anything I want to do, I can just keep on fine-tuning this for what I want this to look. I can dismiss this call history export. By the way, if I do dismiss it and I want to find it again, it is here also in my notifications. You'll see that it's there as well. You can download the file. You can mark this as read. We also have other type of notifications here in case you want to explore that as well. So this gives you kind of an update on this. The new column that we did add in this release is the call outcome. I just wanted to take a chance to kind of show you what else you can do on this page. Now notice the call outcome is empty here. This will only work going forward any calls that you have made. So I don't know if I have any new calls. We have call outcomes. Looks like I don't right now here. Let me see on the outbound. Yep, so I can see some no message left. There's a couple of different things. So you can even see the nice tool tip on there that helps you navigate this. So that's call history for you guys. Now let's look at the inbound agent, and I'm going to show you something pretty cool. So we've introduced the co-pilot. Now some of you can think, where's the co-pilot? Well, the co-pilot lives inside of your inbound agent right now. So you'll see that the co-pilot is now here, and I can use it to make improvements to my existing agent. So I'm going to say, this is hi, this is Johnny's voice assistant. Who am I speaking with? I can see the qualification questions that it has. I can talk about different things. I'm going to ask it to put in some good guidelines. Let me just put in here. Now, some of the improvements we made is you can see that it's listening. You can see that.
What would you like to change or improve with your agent?
So now you saw that when it was speaking to me, it showed speaking. And you can see that when it's speaking, it also animates. And we've done a whole bunch of those small things to make it better. Now, let me just close this off. I'm going to start again. You see here, no updates have been made, so you know that nothing changed. Now I'm going to click on this and just show you some of the, speed and efficiencies that we also improved here.
Hey there. What do you want to change about your agent today?
I realized that there are no agent guidelines in this agent. I'm not even really sure how I should be using the agent guidelines. Can you make some recommendations and add some guidelines to this agent so that I know what, so that it performs her way, or am I missing something?
Oh, yeah. Agent guidelines can totally help make things smoother. They basically give your agent a little playbook for how to handle calls, like how friendly to be, what to avoid, and how to keep things on track. Would you like the guidelines to focus more on tone and personality? Or do you want to include stuff like how to handle tricky questions and when to transfer calls?
I definitely think I would like to talk about tone and personality, and then, how to handle difficult calls will be good as well.
All right. I'm going to add some agent guidelines focused on tone, personality, and call handling. This will take about 30 seconds. So it's all set. Changes coming your way. Thanks.
And there you go. You can see that now it's all updated, and it's added a whole bunch of changes to my agent guidelines. Now, because there was nothing there before, it didn't allow me to choose not to have it in there, because I can easily do that. But if there was something that I was adjusting or editing on this, it would be able to. So let's just look quickly at what it added. It said agent guidelines: use a friendly, upbeat, and approachable tone. Think casual but professional. Be patient. Let the caller finish first before you respond. This is so cool. These are things that I would not have thought about myself, right? So it's added these things into here. Avoid sounding robotic or overly formal. Use contractions and natural language. I'm curious to see how this sounds now. Let me just click on accept. I'm going to test my agent now. I'm going to save and test it. I'm going to just pick myself here. Okay, let's go.
Hi, this is Johnny's voice assistant. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Mohan.
Hi, Mohan. How can I assist you today?
Just try to test you out and see how you sound. You don't sound very robotic at all. In fact, you have a very deep and mysterious voice, Carmen.
Oh, thank you, Mohan. I appreciate that. I aim to keep things natural and engaging. Glad to hear it's working. So is there anything specific you'd like to test or discuss today?
No, that's, maybe you can tell me what your phone number is.
Oh, I don't actually have a personal phone number since I'm a virtual assistant. But if you're looking to get in touch with Johnny Diego, I can help you schedule a call or pass along a message. Let me know how I can assist.
I don't know about you guys, but that sounded really cool. So I wish I could have got her phone number, but maybe next time. So that's some of the improvements we made on the in. So I want to thank everybody for listening in, and hopefully all of these great updates are going to make your life even better, help you as an agency owner continue to grow your prospect list. If you're a business, hopefully find how simple it is to use thinkrr. Again, some of the features that we covered in this update was the share features. We covered the new actions that we added to the inbound agent, including the ability to trigger notifications based on outcomes, on call statuses, on sentiment, and then of course to do a custom trigger as well. We added the reporting. For the first time, you can send daily reports out that are just gorgeous to look at, and you're going to absolutely love them. And then we added also a whole slew of improvements to the call history page, including the ability to see now the call outcomes, which I hope you'll see is super powerful, especially as you try to integrate them into your automations, into your workflows, or into those powerful actions and triggers that we showed for sending out emails. And then lastly, I walked you through some of the great updates that we've made to your favorite tool inside of thinkrr, which is Voice AI for Voice AI, which is the co-pilot feature inside the inbound agent. You can see we're making the usability of it greater, we're making it smarter, and it can do so much more, making your life really simple and easy to kind of grow the agents and the quality of agents that you can now share with your prospects and for your own business. So with that, I take a do. If you like what you're seeing here, do subscribe. It helps us to grow the channel. Share this with other people. And until next time, we shouldn't be too far away. We'll be talking to you soon.